It's the Two Gems Podcast.
This feels a little weird.
I know. We are live.
At
No,
night.
we're not.
Yeah, we'll be live on Thursday, but it's weird looking outside the window and it's pitch black.
It's the first time ever.
Matt and I always record in the mornings, in and around the mornings anyway.
Yeah.
So it just feels different.
Why are we recording at night, Sheridan? What happened?
Nothing happened.
Well, something happened.
What happened?
There's no camp for the kids this week. We got all messed up.
I thought you were going to blame me somehow for that.
No. There's no camps for the kids, which
Right.
is your fault.
So let's not get into that, okay? And Mother's doing
Episode
camp.
14.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, though, that it's hard to get into the zone when you're so ready for bed and when you're lying with your kids, and we do it every single night. Like, we put every child down individually. We start with Sage, then Theo, then Kaya, and I'm like half asleep every time. You fall asleep like 9 times out of 10. And it's like, okay, get back to it.
Yeah, I know. Come downstairs and make an episode happen.
Which is actually
But here we are. We're doing it. And you are going to PI tomorrow morning. And that's kind of actually the other part to this, why we're doing this right now.
Well, that's not even what I was going to say, though. I was going to say that I find that you can even relate that to your marriage and like how you are supposed to push past that and try and find time for your partner, and how that can be so hard at the end of the day.
Yeah.
When all you want to do is go to sleep. And that's you and I right now. But like, cheers, hun. We're gonna push past this because yes, I'm going to PEI tomorrow with my friend Daphne and all 5 children, and Matthew will be home alone
Living my absolute best
for
life.
a hot minute. Honestly, though, you haven't really had some alone time in a really long time. Like, I went to Toronto for Justin Bieber, although he had his thing going on, so that didn't happen. But that's the last time like I spent some alone time by myself. And when was the last time you have?
I don't think I have in our entire relationship. I'm
Don't
serious.
make me spit up wine cake.
No, I don't think I have in our whole relationship. When have I ever been alone? And I'm not talking about like you taking the kids out for the afternoon while I'm working.
Well,
or
you went to
something.
New York, you went to Yosemite, you went to Japan.
Those are not alone though. I was with somebody. I'm talking about like alone with my thoughts by myself.
It's been a while.
I'm excited about it.
Are you like a little nervous? Like, what am I going to do?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going to be alone for 4 days.
Isn't that kind of fun?
Just Pornhub up on 7
Oh
different
my God.
tabs. Yeah. I don't
Ding, ding,
know what gets a whole bunch ready. Thursday, Friday. I think I'm probably going to take Friday and go 4-wheeling.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to take the day off and go make some content and stuff and just go like be at peace by myself in the woods. Kind of excited about that. I'm kind of thinking I'll leave like early in the morning and maybe come back at dark and just go.
Well,
all
I
day.
think when you become like a parent and a partner, you kind of lose yourself a little bit sometimes, like spending time by yourself, unless you have an activity that allows you to do that.
Yeah.
Like some people might go golf by themselves, or sometimes you go 4-wheeling by
Do
yourself.
people golf by themselves?
For sure they do.
No.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Definitely.
You're just making this. Oh, yeah.
No.
Definitely.
I always, when I would go with my dad, I'd always see people golfing by themselves. Why
Really?
not?
Huh.
It's their hobby. But I mean, like, you usually go 4-wheeling with your friends. Like, you don't really have like a thing that makes you be alone.
No.
So this is something that is going to be great for you.
I love how you're acting like your vacation to PI is something for me.
It is.
Though. I like that.
It's absolutely for you. I've said that.
No,
I said,
it is not.
Yeah, I'm excited about it, obviously. But Daphne and I are still going to have 5 children in PEI. Like, it's... Like, I would say it's a bit of a give and take here. I think both parties are excited. But I think I'm also...
You're not chalking this up as like a Matt got some time. There's no way. There's no way.
I absolutely
This is not
am.
falling in my bracket of time.
Oh, it's not.
No.
So if
God,
I were
no.
to say, like, the weather's, it's not looking good. Like, I'm going to have to cancel it. It's no big deal because it doesn't fall into your time anyway.
Yeah, okay. This isn't my ideal time slot. I'm going to be working Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
You just said you were going to take Friday off a couple minutes ago.
Comes to find
You
out,
said you're going to have
comes to
Pornhub tabs up all
Comes to find out I'm in
weekday.
Moncton for 3 days. I'm literally just up there in a jacuzzi chilling.
Goes to PEI, stay somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm on the west side of the island. Matt, why does the sand look so orange where you are? I don't know.
I actually
Look at
have
the
Matt.
potatoes.
I actually have Matt on my Find Mine. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's funny because I bring that up sometimes to like partners and like my friends, and they're like, "You have Matt on there?" I'm like, "Why wouldn't I?" It almost seems
Same
weird
with
that I
me.
have you on there.
When I bring it up to people, they all think we're weirdos. And I'm
Isn't
like, I
that
kind of
weird?
enjoy keeping tabs on people.
Well,
Like I have my mom on there, I have my sister on there, I have you on there.
yeah, I don't care about anyone else. Like I could care
Oh,
less.
really?
No,
Am I the only one you have?
and Daphne.
And Daff? I forgot
That's
about
it,
that.
yeah.
I knew that. I didn't know that.
But yeah, like I don't know. And I think we started that when you were riding your motorcycle,
That's what it was, yeah.
and I couldn't actually talk to you, but I could see you moving because I would get really anxious with you on your bike. And then I just never turned it off because it's, to me, I'm like, it's so much more convenient to just be able to see where you're at. Like tonight when you were coming back from with the kids, I just looked at the Find My. I'm like, oh, it says you're 45 minutes away. Like I didn't even have to ask you, like, where are you? What are you doing? Like I can just see what you're up to.
Yeah.
And I just find it like alleviates so much communication that is like stupid chats. That
Yeah,
you don't
no,
even
like
wanna
where
have.
are you? Are you leaving soon?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I use it to time dinner and stuff a lot.
Right.
So like I can actually see like, okay, she's coming through the rotary on her way home now. I know to put the noodles on for the kids there because you'll be home. Like I know exactly where you are.
And like I don't check it every second. It's just when I need to know where you're at, I just check it instead of asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, it's not something where I'm like,
No.
where is she?
Yeah.
It's not that. It's more like okay,
Right.
she's 20 minutes from home,
Yeah.
or okay, she's still at Kamiko's. I can rip out for a bit.
I
or,
almost want to know why people think it's weird to have that. Like, why is it so
they're
weird to know?
hiding something. They're
Well,
hiding something.
Not necessarily. Like maybe they just liked to have their privacy, but I don't know. To me, I'm just like, well, you're gonna ask where I am anyway. What's the difference?
Well, here's a good example. So the other day, I was driving from somewhere to somewhere. I was coming home, and I had all the kids with me, or no, the boys. I had Theo and Sage with me, and then I jumped on Find My to see where
saw it was still
you
numbers.
were, and then I could see that you were at Lacey and Tom's place, and then I just sent you a quick voice note just saying you want me to pop down to Tom and Lacey's place, to which you told me no, but I knew where you were rather than just like having no clue or trying to like dig it out of you and wait for a response or whatever. Like,
and maybe it's just so normal to us now because it's been for so long, and like most couples actually don't know where their partner is and like have to ask.
it might just be something with our generation because on Snapchat you see where all your homies are.
Oh.
So like Cole and
How do you know? You don't even have Snapchat.
because the other day
Dun, dun,
the other day when we were in Cape Breton there with
Yeah, the boys.
with the boys had Snapchat on their phone, and then I looked at it and they had basically like a map of Nova Scotia that you could zoom in on, and there's like these little like cartoon avatars that look just like them, and all their buddies were littered on the thing. They could like Cole was like zooming in, and he's like, yeah, he's over here and he's up on this street, and like he could see where all of his friends were.
Find My on Snapchat.
It was called like Snap Map or something like that. They were like, oh, you don't have anyone on Snap Map? And I'm like, what are you? What? I didn't even know this was a thing.
Duh.
Yeah. Anyway, it's I don't know. I wish I had everyone on it. Like intercept people randomly. Oh yeah, just intercepting people and shit. Oh hey, I didn't know you were here. What's up?
There was something that I wanted to say, and I'm having a huge brain fart right now. What? Oh, Matt, what was it?
You were gonna tell me I look like an absolute hunk over here in my black shirt and green hat. That matches.
What is that?
That matches your dress perfectly.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
you do.
I was gonna say to you that I had something that I have my list of notes in my thing that I'm always like I at the end of every episode I'll have like a quick little like scoot through it and be like what's a funny line or two we could bring in at the end or whatever.
Right.
And I've had this bullet point for like 5 episodes in a row that I keep on not getting to talk about.
What is
and
it?
It was the woman watching porn thing. And it seems to like
Like, what do you mean the woman watching porn? Women? Like you're like the general idea?
Yeah,
of women
just
watching-
generalizing as like women watching porn. Specifically you, but then I guess I could kind of generalize the statement. But we were
Is
laughing
this the
about...
direction this episode is going in?
No, it's showing it in there.
All right.
Or is it? Get your boobies out.
Yeah.
We'll just blur your boobs the whole app. Just get them out. What am I even talking about? Okay. Sheridan, Roll with it.
What
Roll
have
with it,
I
baby.
done?
And you give me these eyes like, don't fuck it up, man.
No, I actually just visualized.
So
You just visualize it and you like the naked news. That's what
just
it's called,
pixelated
right?
boobs.
Yeah.
Be a lot of pixels.
There'll be
over there.
one down here, one up here.
No, so I don't even
Women
know how
in
many
porn,
episodes it would have been, like 8 episodes or something like that. We were talking about. I was like flabbergasted at you watching porn as often as you said you did.
No, it was masturbating. I wasn't watching porn. But I mean, they go hand in hand.
What do you do it sometimes without watching porn?
No, never.
Do you?
Literally never.
That's strange.
Yeah, it's just weird.
Using your imagination.
Yeah.
The worst. And there was like, I don't think I ever actually got my point across as to why I was like so shocked about this.
Okay.
And all I want to say, and I can say it and we can move on, or
Sure.
we can keep talking about it,
Okay.
is that generally speaking, stereotyping hard right now,
Yeah.
men are always game to have sex.
You're talking about yourself because, yeah, you're general. But you just talk about you. You're always game to have sex with me. Mhm.
No, but I think that's a pretty like.
No, but you're talking to me personally about me masturbating.
I think like generally speaking,
Yeah.
men are game to go.
Well,
It's like, oh yeah, well, it's kind of like a part of what makes a man a man.
so
You
what
just-
so what's the point you want to hone in on?
Well, the point that I was going to hone in on is that if I'm masturbating, it's because I'm just not getting anything from you. Like, I'm not like sneaking away like this is going to be way more fun without Sheridan. Like that, like, and it's weird because you almost kind of alluded to that maybe being your thing. You're like, sometimes I just want to switch it up.
It is.
Do my little 10-second thing. It's
Yeah.
like,
10 seconds here. That guy's,
but
it's true.
like, to me, it's like always game. Like, shoot me a text, like,
Shoot
or
you
whatever.
a
Like,
text.
yeah, I'll run upstairs. Like, I'll come meet you wherever you are. Always game. 99.9999%
So you're telling
of the
me
time.
never. Are you just like, you know what? I just want to switch it up and go open a tab and enjoy
God,
my
no.
own time.
God,
Never.
no. The only reason I'm doing it is because I can't get it from you.
Speaking of, how's that going for you lately? I asked Matt today because I know,
Oh, shit.
like when Matt's not trying to get in my pants, I know it's because he's doing his own thing and he's not worried about me and worried about himself because he's making it happen one way or another.
Oh,
And I said, what did we say? I was sitting at
Right.
the table and I was like, oh, how's that? What? How did it come to conversation? Anyway, you basically told me you've been masturbating literally every day because you're not bothering me.
no, I've given up. Like it was like a conscious thing that I did. I was like, just gonna masturbate and not even remotely talk to Sharon about it, and just see how long this can go on for. I was like, because I'm not gonna give you the upper hand.
Well, when
shutting
was the
me
last
down.
time we had sex anyway?
I don't know. It's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
It's supposed to happen after this episode, guys. We've already planned it. We'll report back.
We'll see how the conversation
Yeah.
goes.
Which way it goes.
Anyway, all I wanted to say
Yes.
about that, because I feel like it didn't come out of my mouth on that episode,
But you wanted it to.
was just that, generally speaking, I think a man's like typically game to go. So when you were like, oh, I do it, how often do you think I do it? I was like, every few months maybe. And you're like, oh, I do it like once a week or whatever. And I was like, where was I when this was happening?
Right.
And why didn't you just get me to run upstairs or wherever you're at?
So
Always
are you
game.
asking the question?
No, I think I know the answer.
What's the answer?
Well, the answer is that you apparently enjoy your little like time. with your-
You look so offended.
Oh my God! It's like what?
I could
Oh
see
my
why
God.
it could maybe bruise your ego a little bit. But I
Oh, yeah.
honestly,
Totally humbling me over here, Sheridan.
although I will say, when I was in the shower tonight, I was it's a bad segue. But when I was in the shower tonight,
Oh my God!
I was thinking about you and how you said that you've been masturbating lately, and I was kind of like, I'm a little offended that Matt's been doing that. Like, I will admit to that, which is hilarious because then I thought more about it and I was like, I don't really care. But my first thing was kind of like, so he's getting it some other way instead of
This
from
was
his
in the
wife.
shower, so you
Yeah.
saw a lube bottle in the shower. So it made you
Well,
think about it.
No, I was just thinking about it, so I could see
More of a conditioner.
I
guy.
could
No,
see. What? So I could see why that might make you feel that way, but I can't explain it. And perhaps other women can chime in on the comments here if they feel the same way that I do. But I don't want to talk about masturbating for the first 20 minutes, but I've always like enjoyed my alone time ever since I was young. Like however young I was when I started masturbating. Like, it was my own private time. I just can't explain it, but I don't. It's not related to you at all. Like,
Did we bring this up with your brother, or am I imagining this?
yeah, we did, and he.
And then
agreed
your
with
brother
me.
was like, "No, I want my alone time too." It's an Ingalls thing.
"No, it's
It is an
not."
Ingalls thing. But drop
You'll
it in the
see.
comments. I want to know.
I almost guarantee you that is how confident I am on this, that so many people just enjoy their own time. I think, if anything, you might be the oddball. So let's actually ask the question.
Okay, so let's say you line 10 men up and say, if
No,
your woman was
what you're saying already is not
no, because then
valid.
you line 10 women up too. So you say you line 10 men up and you say, if your woman was always game, like 100% of the time, if she was always game, you just had to send her an emoji or something, she'd come running to you. Would you ever masturbate? My answer would be no. Personally, I would never do it.
I don't even
I would
believe
much
you.
I would much rather you be doing it.
But sometimes don't you like being into something else and watching something else and like getting off on something else? Never?
Only because I have to.
Wow, shocking.
So then what you're saying is, if you line 10 women up, generalizing totally here, you think that more than half of them would say, no, I prefer my alone time.
It's not what I said. And honestly, if you
Not prefer, sorry. Just that you want to
there's
switch
a
it up
fruit
and have
fly
it.
that followed
I know,
us
it's going
from the
everywhere.
kitchen.
It's chasing the line.
If somebody were to ask me that question, I would obviously pick you first.
No,
I'm just
okay.
saying that it's different. And sometimes it happens. I mean, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Do you believe in bad omens?
Bad omens? Like, what do you mean, Matt?
I don't know.
Why'd you say it like that? You look like a scary movie.
Especially with the little pink light beside my
Yeah.
face. Do you believe in bad omens?
Side note, I totally hate scary movies.
Ventura.
Hate. I
Do you
hate. Like from Ace Ventura? Which one?
remember that part? Oh
Well,
my
which
God.
one?
Jim Carrey's the
Pet
man.
Detective or Dolphin one?
No, well, they're both Pet Detective ones,
Sorry,
but
the
yeah,
one-
the
yeah.
dolphin one, the first one.
I didn't love that one the way you did.
Oh my God, that part where remember his like old crusty landlord guy. Remember that. So let me paint a picture for you. So Ace is coming home and he's got all the animal food
Right.
in the brown bags.
Yeah.
But he's not allowed to have animals in his condo.
Right.
And so he's coming in and he's like rustling around for the keys there. He's got like dog food and cat food and like all this food on him.
Okay.
And then he's rustling around trying to find his keys and he just hears Ventura. The guy comes up behind him and Ace looks up and he goes, "Yes, Satan?" And then he turns around and goes, "Oh, I thought you were somebody else."
God. Couple fun facts about Matt. Sometimes I'll catch him
man.
laughing for a solid 5 minutes to himself over a joke that was like 3 weeks ago. It's actually unbelievable. At first I thought he was just being dramatic. I'm like, okay, this guy can't be serious. But I've been with him for 8 years now, and it's actually like, I don't know how you do it, but you get yourself in a fit, and it's just, you can't be tamed.
Oh, so some things.
But what I wanted to say before you interrupted me with the Ventura thing
Bad
was that I
omens.
hate scary movies. Hate, H-A-T-E. Like, honestly, what's the point? Like, why? I don't understand. I'll never understand how people like being scared. I think it is so silly. And when Matt and I first started dating, I told him I loved scary movies. They were my absolute favorite. I also told him I liked cold food.
So
Hate cold.
let me rebuttal this for you.
Sure. Let me finish that sentence.
Every
though.
time.
Can I finish that? Because I do like cold food. I'm saying like leftovers the next day. I would pretend that I would eat them out of the fridge cold. Oh my God, repulsive. I'm like, yeah, I do it all the time.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, wait, I'm walking around with like cold brisket
Yeah,
this morning.
gross. Yeah.
Literally 9 a.m. eating cold brisket. No, what I was gonna say is every single time, fidgeting with your nails, you're driving me crazy over there. Every single time I put on a scary movie of any sort, if I fall asleep, I'll wake up and you're still watching it, and like you're into it. Like when we watched, I'm trying to think.
Could I make a point before you even waste your breath?
What's the one with the dude that eats people? What's his name?
Hannibal? Lambs, Silence of the
Silence of the Lambs. Put Silence of the Lambs on. You're over there glued to it.
Well,
glued to it.
Do you want to know why?
I do.
I could never imagine watching a scary movie and just falling asleep. I need to know the ending. Any movie you put on, this is why Matt's always like, let's just throw a movie on. I'm like, I cannot just throw a movie on. I was at Kamiko's house or her cottage last weekend. She's like, here, we'll just throw this on. I'm like, I couldn't even hear it. And she just had it on as background. I'm like, turn it up. Give me the popcorn. Now I have to stay awake. Thanks a lot. She's like, you can't just throw a movie on. I'm like, no. You know this about me.
Yeah,
you try to come in and you're talking to me during a movie. I pause
It's
it.
super impressive.
I know.
You finish movies.
And I can't be
It doesn't matter.
interrupted.
Even if they suck ass, you'll still finish it.
Like, you're interrupting me, I'm pausing the movie. I'm going to get popcorn, I'm pausing the movie. Like, I need to be fully invested.
It's very commendable.
Thank you very much.
It's a great talent of yours, just finishing movies.
So I do hate scary movies, but I have to follow through because I have no
So
choice.
you're telling me not one little part of you remotely enjoys just the mystery and
Hate it.
Like, I'm not talking about like those like jumper slasher kind of shit. I'm just talking about like
a
stuff.
psychological thriller.
Yeah, where there's just like a mystery and it's creepy and eerie, like The Invisible Man. Banger of a movie.
That is a cool movie.
Such
With
a good
Nicolas
movie.
Cage? I remember when I was a kid.
No. There's a new one now. There's a new one, and it was
But
really
the
good.
original one was with Nicolas Cage, and I remember I was
No,
like,
it was Kevin Bacon, I think.
sure, but I remember there was this one scene where he was like invisible and went in and like with his like
Yeah.
wife, and I
Yeah,
was
I
like
know what
weirdly
you're talking.
aroused, and I was like, what is wrong with me? Because I was so young watching that.
You're a watcher. Oh my
No, no, but I remember being like, why am I kind of turned on? It was really weird.
That's the porn you won't reveal what
Oh,
you're watching.
yeah, it's just
Just a
invisible,
creepy,
yeah.
like closet watcher person.
No, is there porn? Anyways, whatever.
Oh shit!
There was something else that I wanted to say, and it just dawned on me. Oh, this is my
No, but
ADD
you don't
kicking
like
in.
that little bit of like mystery and it's creepy. And
No.
you do.
I don't,
You do like it because every time I look at you, you're like right into it.
but I'm not happy
You just
about
won't
it.
admit it. You're more. Your ideal
Why
movies are
wouldn't I
rom-com with a
admit
puppy.
to that? Why would I be like,
Rom-com
yeah?
puppy. There's Sheridan's movies. Like that's literally what
Any
you're.
movie with an animal in it, I'm crying. Like, we are so desensitized to like murder and movies and stuff like that. But as soon as you throw an animal in there, it's game over.
It's funny how that is,
It's
isn't it?
literally game over.
Yeah, someone shoots a dog.
Right.
Like it's even to the point now in like in video games,
Yeah.
they'll like that you get a warning of animal cruelty in it.
Oh.
And like people talk about it in blogs and stuff and they're like, "Oh my god, what they did with the German shepherd and everything." It's like meanwhile you've just
Right.
actually
Right.
like
Yeah, it is
murdered
interesting.
200,000 people in this
Right.
game, but like the one dog that died was like really like
Well,
crazy to people.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just funny how it is. But anyway, back to my original question, Sheridan, 10 minutes ago was,
Sure.
do you believe in bad omens?
Oh, right. Sorry. So what would be a bad omen? Like something's out. Like,
So
give me an example. Or do you have one of your own? Are you?
I do.
Okay, what is
Because I think weird stuff's been happening to me lately.
Oh my! Great. Here we are talking about scary movies.
No,
How
it-
weird
no,
things
it's
happen
just-
to you.
no, it's
At
just
night. I'm
weird.
looking out to the pitch dark.
So,
See,
so
I hate
in the
being scared.
last year, I have killed 4 birds with my truck.
Okay. Out of
What-
nowhere.
2 of them, no, sorry, 1 of them was a crow, which is like unbelievable.
Okay.
Because crows aren't stupid.
Right.
They don't get hit by vehicles. And I was pulling onto the highway, not even really going that fast, probably going like 65. And this gigantic, big black crow came flying out, like almost like he intentionally went in front of my truck. Like it was super weird.
Okay.
Like it wasn't even like he was eating trash or something
Yeah.
and I went flying
Yeah.
by at 120 and hit him.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
he like suicide missioned in front of my truck.
Okay.
Like it was like he tried to do it. Crows just don't do that.
Okay.
And then so then a couple days ago, I hit 2 birds, what chickadee dee dee dee, the
Okay.
little like chickadee birds.
Yeah, that's a-
Killed 2 of them in like 24 hours.
No.
And then I'm kind of going somewhere with this. Like birds have a lot of meaning to them. Mm-hmm. And then also like what was that, like 6-7 months ago when those birds kept flying into our windows and were like doing it for, like it wasn't even just like this happened one time. It was like there was a period of like a week where like all these birds kept trying to get in all the windows of our house. Mm-hmm. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
Remember that? I was like filming
Absolutely,
them and I'm
I
like,
do.
sure, and this is crazy. Like they won't leave us alone. The frick is going on? Are you looking it up? Don't look it up, man. It's creepy shit. Anyway, that'll be a talking point for people on here. Oh yeah.
It's a messengers of the dead.
Yes.
Can bring death and malice simply by hanging around your home. News of death if they bring the circle of skies above your property. 8 birds that bring bad luck. Yep, no thanks.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely a little weird. It's definitely a little weird.
Why would you bring this up to me?
No, just like think about that. Do you believe in bad omens?
See, and the thing about bad is he actually likes being scared. Like, look at him. He's like, think about that, Sheridan.
No, but my life is
it.
absolute fire. I'm not I'm not sitting here thinking like I've done something wrong and they're telling me
but
something.
You still like being scared,
and I really don't think that like death's around the corner for me. I just think it's creepy.
Bad luck. I think I don't know. I mean, we have a lot of nature around.
Hitting a chickadee is like I would think that's not like, that weird. There's so many of them. Mm-hmm. But like the crow was really weird to me.
Okay.
Because it just seemed weird. Even the way that he flew into my truck and it was just like, it was just weird. It was just a weird thing to happen.
I don't like this conversation.
And then have you, okay, I'll get off it.
Have I what?
Have you noticed that chickadees are like everywhere lately?
What's wrong with chickadees?
Man, I swear to God, I was like driving home from Tantallon the other day and they're just around me in my truck all the time now. It's freaking weird. It's getting to the point where like I'm sitting here driving. I'm like, this is weird. Why are these birds around me constantly?
Why would you bring this up on the podcast?
I was just asking.
I hate being scared. Now I'm completely done. I can't stop thinking about the damn birds.
Oh yeah, think about it. Okay, well I have something else for you.
Well, good, because now I can't think of anything else except for the birds. What are you pulling up right now?
Renews our vows now.
What is that?
So, this is what I was telling you about that I kept a secret from you.
Tell the listeners that there's something on the counter.
So, I don't want to pronounce this wrong. I think it's Paqui or Paqui or something. I don't know. This is this chip brand that I've been obsessed with.
Oh, it's Paqui. They're Paqui
for
chips.
For like a year or two. I found them in Sobeys one day in the like healthy section thing.
Yeah.
And anyway, I was in Sobeys the other day and I was walking along and they had this stand set up in the grocery store.
I'm not doing this.
You promised me that you would do whatever I brought onto the show if I didn't offend anyone. So
you didn't mention I have to eat something.
Go with it. So anyway, I'm walking through the grocery store and I see this thing set up and it just says the One Chip Challenge from Paqui. And they're like, do you notice it's in a coffin? It's literally in a coffin shape.
There's a big warning on the back.
$9 for each box. This is $20 for 2 chips. So I was like, man, that would be so funny to do on our show. Cher and I were going to do the one chip challenge.
Oh my God. Well, open it.
Oh my God. So like, I'm really excited about this. I think this is so cool. Like I love branding and
Do you know what the problem is? This dress has a very high slit. I did not realize. And I know I'm going to have to run off the screen at some point.
You're going to be all right. How much drink do we have here?
Matt,
so Cher and I are going to do the Paqui One Chip Challenge 2022. Turns your tongue blue.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Look at this. Really take this in. This is so cool. I'm by trade, I'm a designer. I'm into branding and marketing and all this stuff. So like when I saw this, I was like, holy shit. Yeah, look at it. It's made with scorpion peppers.
Matt,
look at this.
Should we wait to do this at the end? Because we might not recover.
No, we're going to recover, and this is going to be fantastic.
I don't know about that, huh?
Look at this. Like, what do you even do with it?
What if you blew it, though, and this is the end of the episode, and
Then that'll be a fantastic moment. Okay? Let's do it.
Oh, my.
I cannot wait to watch Sheridan eat this chip. How extreme is this going to be?
So, did I also mention about how I hate spicy
$9
food?
for this chip.
Tongue takeover, shock the senses, surge of tears, jolt
So check
to
it
the
out,
gut.
the One Chip Challenge.
This high voltage chip was created for the shocking pleasure of intense heat and pain.
Let's do it.
You're insane.
So yesterday I bought these things and came home and hid them from Sheridan. Don't go smelling it around. We're going right into it. And I told Sheridan...
It says you have to wash it. Look there's shit on my hands already from it.
Yeah, I'm going to try and hold... Oh my God, look at the chip. Look at the color of it. Holy shit. Look at this thing. Oh my God.
I can't believe you right now.
So I said to Sheridan outside yesterday, I looked at her and I said, okay, I got us something that I'm really excited about. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I want you to promise me that you'll do whatever I bring up on the show tomorrow. And then Sheridan goes, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone or offend anyone, I'll do it. And I said, all right, let's do it.
It hurts me.
So here we are.
Am I
It
included?
hurts me.
I'm offended that you
Okay.
thought that I would do this.
All
Why
right.
don't you just do it and I'll watch you?
No.
Or you can't.
I think you should do it first.
Why?
Because when you see me, you're not going to do it. Do it.
Are you going to eat the whole thing?
Hell yeah, I'm going to put it in my mouth and do the one chip challenge. Sure, you got to do the
You
one
have to
chip.
put the whole thing in your mouth?
Just go for it. Just do it. Eat it. I'm just going to be so proud of you if you do it.
I hate
Because I'm going to eat it
spicy
regardless. You're not going to eat it if you go for it. But don't smell it. It'll ruin it. It's the one chip challenge.
Matt.
Look at that thing. Do it. So for all the
I can't because
for all
my
the
Invisalign,
listeners
my
and
teeth.
for all the listeners and viewers and everything right now, this chip is like, no, you're gonna ruin it. Get that in your mouth.
No, Matt.
Eat it.
Matt.
Eat your chip.
You're gonna lie.
What the? What the?
Do it, Matt. Don't eat that. You're actually gonna die. I'm not kidding. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh yeah. Oh. Holy shit. Sheridan, where?
I'm gonna throw up.
Where's my drink? Oh my God.
Thousands of tears later.
What the fuck were you thinking?
So we're gonna wrap this up.
I
feel like I was hit with a tomahawk missile in the throat. I can eat spice. I've had the final sauce on hot ones. Okay, I've had it many times.
That should not be legal. Like that could really hurt someone.
No, buddy, I just sat on the shower floor. Like I was in the shower floor, just like my ears hurt.
Matt will no longer be in charge of the episodes from here on out. This is the end. Goodbye. Next episode.
I've never felt worse in my life.
Okay.
It feels like I ate fire.
If you're watching, for reference, you can see the small bite that I took from the chip, and Matt ate the entire chip, and I think that
I could feel it in my stomach.
It says the last thing's your gut. And you thought we were going to have sex after this?
I don't know. I just didn't think it was going to be that bad. Man, every time you go to Wendy's and they have the like spicy chicken burger and shit.
It's in a coffin. It's in a coffin, and it literally gives you step by step of how horrible this is going to be.
Man, they sell it at Sobeys. Like, how bad could it be?
Do not attempt this at home.
That's the spiciest thing. That's the spiciest thing I've ever.
Ow, it hurts my mouth. Don't do that
I'm
again.
definitely going to throw up.
Oh, God.
Okay. I love you guys. I love you guys. I got to go. I'm going to be sick.
Are we going to take a picture?
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Don't throw me.
A few minutes later.
Oh, it's so bad. It's so fucking bad. Like, Sheridan, I feel I'm gonna die. It keeps coming in waves. This is gonna hurt so bad tomorrow. My guts.
Was it worth it, hon?
No. Oh, sure. Fuck, man. That thing's no joke. Oh. I'm okay.
Are you?
Okay. I need a back massage. Oh. Oh my guts, man. This is really bad. Oh, this is bad.
My throat.
Oh my God, sure, I feel like I'm dying.
It's the Two Gems Podcast.